No.
Yeah.
Because you're the blueprint.
I mean, there's really no blueprint, bro.
Well,
I had to learn that.
You're right.
You're right. Learn that. There's no blueprint to this shit.
You're right.
There is no blueprint to this shit.
The glasses off.
I don't know how to say it.
Reppin', big foot stepping. Zone 3 section is God flow perfection. Hating on the church like I ain't blessed they section. If we ain't talking money, I got a weak connection. That's on the hood. She said get a bag, so I get it, got it good. Don't complain about my problems, I just put it in a wood. Seen a genie the other day, she said make it good. So I wish for good health, then I wish to look if she not lieutenant. Yeah, I'm back, been a minute. My hard work gets you offended. Shout out my boy academics. You stay independent. You scam it behind that twinkle in your eye. See the scam in it.
Yeah, TV shit's out.
But if you do, well, let's introduce you, and then we'll continue the conversation. Okay, so another episode of Live on Lake Street. Very special guest in the. It's been a big day today, man. This is a bit, but I feel like of all the artists that are working in Minnesota and out of Minnesota, but from Minnesota, you're up in that upper echelon because you're doing, like we talked about, you're doing things that the popular, quote unquote, popular artists in Minnesota really aren't anywhere near. If you couldn't tell by the chain, we got Upstairs here. Grammy nominated, two-time Grammy nominated.
Yes, sir.
In my opinion, probably about to win a Grammy. I mean, we just went through the nominees in the category that you're up for.
Yeah, man. By the grace of God, hopefully we take that home, man. Shout out to everybody who's
Yeah,
on that
I don't
album.
think. I mean, John Legend is a Grammy favorite.
Oh yeah.
John Legend takes home handfuls of Grammys every year, but ain't no way it's a better album.
I don't know. I didn't really catch it yet.
I haven't listened to it at all. I'm not gonna listen to it.
I'm gonna go check it out. Just
But regardless, man, just the idea of you being nominated for a Grammy last year with Eric Bellinger, another super talented guy, and then now, I mean, like we talked about a little bit off the mic, the GOAT, Chris Brown.
Yeah, man, it's a blessing, bro. I'm very happy and very fortunate to be doing what I'm doing right now, for real.
So, can you tell the people a little bit about your involvement? Why are you being nominated for a Grammy?
Well, I'm a songwriter, an artist, I'm a producer. Audio engineer. I pretty much do everything creatively around music, and in these particular situations for the Grammy, I was a songwriter on these projects.
So how does that, like, how are you put into that position?
Just grinding, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really a thing where like, it's very calculated, but it's more so just being available. Just being everywhere, just moving around, and just putting your shit out there for the people to hear, man. Because that's really how I got to where I'm at. Just making music creatively, and just putting it out there. And then from that, building relationships, and just really building your team. Shout out to my team, man. Like without my team, I wouldn't.
So essentially, like you continue about your career making your own solo music, and then somebody eventually will hear, or you'll get your music to people that are in positions that can get you, and then someone like Chris hears a song of yours and goes, "Hey, I like his pen.
Yeah, like for
Let's
me,
bring him out. Let's
for
bring
me, like
him."
how it started, like okay, when I graduated high school, left Minnesota, moved to Atlanta with my pops originally, and was down there through his relationship that he knew, because my pops used to do music too. Shout out to my pops. He was basically introducing me to people like, yo, this is my son, da-da-da-da, dope, whoop-de-whoop-de bam. And mind you, before I even left, I was putting out music up here prior to, and I was just always making music. But once I got to Atlanta, I just started getting around people, started building more relationships, and the more people started hearing my music, the more they was able to use me and not misuse me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
In a way to where I still could be free to create how I want to create, and then like each record finds a place for itself. Like that's how I work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, over time, like it just got bigger and bigger.
Yeah, that's I've always been very interested in knowing, like, you hear about someone like, for instance, like Casey, who just won a Grammy.
Yeah.
With Ye.
Shout out to bro.
So it's always curious to me, like, about what the involvement is. Obviously, we know what Casey's involvement was. He wrote.
Mhm.
He wrote. We know what he wrote.
Yeah.
We heard his version of it. It got
Yeah.
changed back and forth. Whatever.
Mhm.
You know how Kanye is.
Yeah.
What did you write? Do you know? Like, what is it that like, or do you not even know, or can you not even say?
As far as what?
As far that got you this nomination.
Oh, that got me this nomination? Oh, yeah, I can say, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I
did-
wrote, well, for the Eric Ballinger's project, I co-wrote "Go Get It," which was a single on his New Light album that dropped last year, and that ended up getting nominated. Well, the whole album in whole got nominated, and on Chris's project, I co-wrote a record with ESTG.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I like
it's
that.
number 10 on his album. Co-wrote that one, and I actually posted the demo on my Instagram, like along with like me being nominated and shit like that. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. See, I didn't see
So-
that, so I didn't know that. I never know like if there's like shit you got to sign or like what, because I mean, isn't it true that if you wrote a single word, you're involved, right?
I mean, it depends.
You don't have to
Like,
write a
if
whole
If you're
verse.
just a fly on the wall in the studio and
Yeah.
like you're not really involved creatively, then it's, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you were there, but not necessarily.
Okay.
Like if you're involved, like okay, it may be hypothetically speaking, and I've been in these situations before. Like a label or a company may put a camp together, like a writing camp
Yeah.
or a production camp to get records done for their artists. And so they'll have writers come in, they'll have producers come in, and it's basically just one big collaborative process between the writers and the producers. And whatever comes out of that, it goes through the typical industry channels. It's going through the A&Rs, it's going through managers, it's going, you know what I'm saying? Then it's a whole blast. And then from there, hopefully your record gets chosen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in this process, were you actually in the studio? Was this a collaborative effort?
Nah,
It wasn't.
With the Eric Bellinger situation, shout out to Jazzy Faye, because without Jazzy Faye, I would not have this placement. Jazzy Faye threw me a layup on this record because my bro, he did a hook to the record. It was like an 8-bar hook that he put to the record, and it was the start of the whole record, the whole Go Get It record. And then Jazzy sent it to me. He's like, "Little bro, I need you to da 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 da." So I'm like, all right. He sent it over. He sent the beat. He sent bro with the hook on it. I don't know why I'm not thinking of his name right now. What is his name?
If it comes to you, just throw it out there.
I'm gonna shout him out.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta shout him
Yeah.
out because that nigga's dope. But yeah, send it to me. I finished it. I added a post hook onto the hook that was already there, and then wrote the verse to the record, and then that was Eric Bellinger's Go Get It. But he sent it to me, and like I engineer myself like from home in most cases, like because I got relationships with so many producers. Like I'll cook up at the crib, and you know what I'm saying, just send shit out. And then it's to the point now where it's like, if I want to keep some shit for myself, I can, because it's like I done built a relationship with these people over so long. So
Are you signed to a label? Like, do you have a label?
nah, I'm an independent
Completely
artist.
independent.
Yeah,
So-
I got a publishing situation.
So in that situation, are you assuming like, okay, I'm gonna write this, or I'm gonna record this, or I'm gonna do this, and then it probably won't get used? Or are you thinking like, no, this is going?
In my mind, I would hope that it's going.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But like those records that I was getting placed, well, the record that I got placed on Chris Brown was made in 2019.
Oh wow.
It was produced by Twisted Genius. He produced like 5 records on Lil Baby's My Turn album, including Emotionally Scarred, a couple other records, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shout out to Twisted Genius, man.
So you don't ever necessarily know like
Nah.
if this is gonna be you, and then
It's-
all of a sudden, so
yeah.
so when you get that call or that email or that text or whatever, this is this is going on Chris Brown's album.
Yeah.
What's that? That feeling has to be like crazy.
Yeah, like going back to the first Chris Brown placement that I had was on the Chris Brown and Thug collab mixtape.
Okay.
album. I did I Got Time.
Okay, I like
Yeah.
that song.
I did I Got Time. Co-wrote that with my boy A1. Shout out to A1. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, it's just I've been doing it for so long now. It's become like routine, and I'm
So-
just hoping for a bigger placement every time.
So it's just
you know?
affirmation, like you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, man.
This is where I'm supposed
I'm
to be
a firm
at,
believer in the law of attraction and
Yeah.
God, and you know,
and it's working.
yeah,
It's working.
for sure.
I mean, do you feel like you are where you would hope you would be?
I'm where I couldn't even imagine, bro.
Wow.
To be honest, like,
Yeah.
and I feel like I'm not even where I think I'm gonna be. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know where. I don't know what's coming next. I'm just hoping for the best and putting my best foot forward. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
And doing, you know, it's a blessing to do what you love to do, man. So, shit doesn't feel like work. You know.
For sure. So is there a level of, maybe not, disappointment is not the right word, but for lack of a better word, I know how good of a vocalist you are.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever feel like, damn it, I'm wasting these lyrics that I don't even get to sing them?
I ain't gonna lie. At first, like, it was like that.
Had to be, right? Yeah.
Because I was such in artist mode when I first moved to Atlanta. I was like, all right, I'm finna do all the open mics. I'm, like the same way I was doing back home before I left. Like, all right, do the same shit. I gotta open mics, these shows where I gotta pay to get on them or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
just grind it out. But really, it was a blessing in disguise because it would have took me, I feel like, I mean, you know, you still got to do those things as an artist, but it's like, as far as getting through those channels and to where your name is being brought up in a lot of A&R rooms and a lot of label rooms, to where it's like, I don't know, it's a lot of politics in this shit, but it's like, I don't know, I just try to stay genuine, you know what I'm saying, and just be available.
Yeah, you're almost like becoming a hitman for hire.
Yeah, type shit.
Where people are like, hey, you know that Upstairs kid? He
Speaking of
he did
hitmans,
this.
Shout out to Hitmaker too, man. I got a lot of shit with bro.
You've been working with Hitmaker?
Yeah.
So does that mean you end up in the studio with Krishan as well?
No, I didn't end up linking with Krishan yet.
Really?
We gotta bridge that gap.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because he's from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Krishan.
So when you're in the studio with Hitmaker, what's that like? Are y'all cooking for you, cooking for others?
We just cooking,
Just
bro.
cooking.
Just cooking. Just making music, like literally flying through records.
Yeah.
Flying. Like we're at least trying to do 25 songs by the end of the 5 days that we in there.
So are you and him thinking project?
I don't know. It's whatever bro wanna do. Like, you know?
He's such a genius.
Yeah.
I assume you are as well.
Yeah.
I don't know as much about you, which is a weird thing to say. I don't know as much about you as I do about Hitmaker, but that's because he's a public figure. But and we know what he's done
Yeah, I've been
and what he
behind the
does.
scenes for a long time, bro. I'm just now really getting back outside for real. You know what I'm saying? I've been putting in the work behind the scenes and just working my way up, you know? And I feel like now I'm getting ready to drop a project next month on the 15th that I'm excited about. It's an EP called Meet Me Upstairs. I'm very much so looking forward to putting out for my fans and, you know, for the new fans to come.
Who'd you work with on that one?
A lot of producers like Troy Taylor, my guy Booby produced a lot of records with London on the Track for Summer Walker. My bro B-Rax, he produced Yes Indeed. Who else? I don't want to forget nobody. My bro Tariq, he's produced. His catalog's so big, I can't even name all the people he produced for. He's produced for Nipsey Hussle and so on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people is a part of this project, and shout out to each and every one of y'all who made this possible, you know? I'm very excited because, you know, it's just been a while since I put out music. You know what I'm saying? I'm just excited to see what reaction I get back because it's going to motivate me to just keep putting out more music.
Yeah, and you got to have something ready for that Grammy win, too.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? When that Grammy win goes out, you got to have something you could put out.
Yeah, man.
When are the Grammys? January, aren't they?
February 5th.
February. Oh, that's right, February 5th.
I'm trying to get tickets now. If you can get me tickets, please hit me.
Yeah, if you can get him tickets, please hit him because I don't know where the fuck.
I'm going to ask my manager after this. I
Yeah.
swear.
Yeah, you got to be there, man. I really truly believe after you named all the artists that you named, I think Chris wins that one, which means
I hope so, man.
you're gonna have a little
Shout out
piece.
to everybody who's on that.
Do you actually get a Grammy? Like, do you get the trophy?
I don't know.
Or you get or a plaque or something?
Like, you pay for it or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe.
you might be
Because
right.
I paid for my plaque, my nomination plaque, so it may be a situation where you could buy the trophy. I don't know.
I wonder.
I hope so.
Yeah,
Because I definitely
gotta have that
Yeah.
Grammy. I mean, I've never made music myself, but that's the thing, right? Like, that's, even though, like, I know we're getting to a place now in the world where it's like we're trying not to say Grammys are everything, but like Grammys are the thing, man. Like,
it's a dope accolade to have, man.
It really is.
I mean, yeah, like once you get older versus dreaming this shit as a kid versus when you get older and realizing it for what it is, and it's like, all right, you kind of got to adapt to what it is, but still keep the passion in what you do. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like you gotta find peace in chaos. You know what I'm saying? And just stay level-headed through that shit because, you know, it could take a toll on you, man. People, you know, this shit takes time. It's not an overnight thing.
Yeah, it's easy for someone like Drake to boycott the Grammys
Yeah.
because he's probably still going to win a Grammy or two
Yeah.
boycotting them.
Yeah, and for somebody coming from, you know, a Minnesota or maybe a Wisconsin or, you know what I'm saying, just anywhere.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a lifelong dream for a
Yeah,
young
like-
kid that's trying to make music.
yeah,
and be a-
especially like when you've been dreaming that shit since, like, you've been knowing that's
Yeah.
what you wanted to do your whole life. So it's definitely an accolade. It's definitely an accomplishment, and I'm thankful. But
Let's hope you
I
win.
look
Let's
forward-
hope you win so many
Yeah.
Grammys that you can get to a place where you boycott them.
I look forward to, like, filling up arenas one day.
Yeah.
That's the type of thing I
Yeah.
look forward to.
Hey, you know, speaking of which, I mean, not to beat a dead horse, but what was your thoughts on the whole Chris Brown being canceled, his AMA performance being canceled?
I don't know.
Do you know more than the rest of us?
I don't, personally. I know exactly what y'all seeing on the
Yeah.
grams and the Twitters and all that, but it's like you can't believe everything you see. So it's like, I just be like, man, they gotta let Chris live, bro.
I mean, I think, like, we've never known Chris to be a guy that
Because
won't
he's so great. They can't
speak
deny
out.
the talent. They can't deny the talent.
I feel like it wasn't about Chris. I think it was about Mike.
Even still, like,
I agree with it. The show should have gone on.
like that's crazy. And he was gonna do that with Sierra.
Yeah.
What?
Was he going to do it with Sierra, or was
I
Sierra
don't know.
just?
I
I
seen
think
a
Sierra
clip.
was just.
I don't know. I seen a clip. I don't know if
Yeah,
that's what it was.
I posted the clip.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but
No, he was working with her for sure.
Mhm.
I don't know if she was going to be a part of it or if she was just
man, I don't know.
doing
It looked amazing.
rehearsal with him or
And then I seen the
choreography.
video that he posted that basically would be the
Yeah.
performance. Crazy.
I think the full performance is out
He's
on
talented.
YouTube.
Bro.
It's like an 11-minute video or something
He's
like
the
that.
GOAT, bro.
He is the GOAT.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was really disappointed, but I hope they do something. I hope they put, like, maybe he'll do it on tour or something like that. I wanted to see that.
Man.
Do you remember the first time he did it? The first time he did a Michael Jackson tribute?
Mhm.
It was not good. The dance moves were good, but his vocally,
Bro, chill on, bro.
vocally, it was not good. It's true though. Vocally, it just wasn't.
Hey,
But-
man.
but
I
that
mean,
lets you-
it was an emotional performance.
But that lets you know how difficult that shit is to be moving like that and singing.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah, man, it takes a lot. And on top of that, like, you know, he was passionate about Mike too. Like,
Yeah,
it was,
of course.
I would be just as emotional.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I think he was only like 20 when he did it or something
yeah,
like that.
like he's young too, man. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
To see your idol go,
Yeah, that's crazy.
it's crazy.
That is crazy for sure.
And then it's like he's acknowledged Chris. Like,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
that is crazy.
To be acknowledged by Michael Jackson.
You might be kind of going through the early stages of that yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm on some level, like
Yeah.
that might be where you're headed as well.
So
Let's hope so, man.
praying on.
I mean, I think it's exciting. I get excited because, you know, Minnesota does this thing where they like to do a lot of talk about, oh, well, Minnesota ain't on. Minnesota isn't
Oh,
good.
Minnesota's
Minnesota
very
is
on.
very on. Like, there's plenty of
It's
artists.
just untapped for real. Still.
Yeah.
It's still untapped, but it's some shit going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's not like a strong flow of artists coming out of Minnesota,
Yeah,
but there's plenty of
you know,
artists.
people like you, like your help putting that together.
I'm
you know what
trying,
saying?
man.
You're part of that process too.
Yeah.
So shout out to you, man, for giving artists a platform to really tell their story
I appreciate
and get a
that.
testimony.
Yeah, I mean, I love
Bro.
this is what I want to do. So I mean, I love that I can
Yeah,
be that. I can do that. That's what I want to be.
for sure.
So moving forward, so you got the project coming.
Yeah, man.
15th, you said 15th December?
Yeah, December 15th. Meet me upstairs.
Okay.
It's a 8-song EP. Just testing the waters, just putting some shit out.
So you got features?
Nah, no features.
No features, just you.
No features, just me.
Is it real like all real R&B?
It's R&B on there.
You're touching some other
sure.
touching some other genres?
You know, I tapped into some different bags on there, but
Okay.
yeah, it's just, you know, it's like Meet Me Upstairs. It's really just an introduction to, you know, the story of me, basically. You know what I'm saying? Just the lifestyle, the type of shit that I've either seen or done, or, you know what I'm saying? All that good shit, you know? It's just a perspective.
Yeah.
You know?
Who are some other artists in the industry that you've connected, or just people that you've been able to connect with?
I was able to connect with Vori,
Man, I like Vori.
Vori's dope.
Yeah.
His process is dope too.
Yo, low key, and I don't think I've ever said this publicly, not that it matters or my opinion even matters about this, but his chorus on the chorus that he did on Kanye shit. Why can't I think of the name of the song?
I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Joseph? No. Fuck, I know the damn. Jonah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, man.
I love Vori. So you said Vori, 7th Streeter?
7th Streeter.
She's great too.
Verse Simmons. I was able to connect with him through 7th Streeter.
Okay.
Eric Bellinger, of course. My guy Vito. Shout out to Vito. He's dropping on the 2nd. I got some joints on there that I wrote on there.
Okay.
Co-wrote
Okay.
with him and some of the guys. And who else? Amaretta. I was able to connect with her. I got a song placed on her last project that she just dropped. Some emotional gangster. That's what it's called.
Okay.
She just dropped. Who else? There's so many people, dog.
Are you living in Minnesota or are you LA, Atlanta? Where you at?
I'm living in Atlanta currently.
In Atlanta.
But I'm back and forth because my son is up here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Atlanta a good place to be? Still? Feels a little sketchy out there now.
I mean,
trying to take everybody
it
in
depends
RICO
on what you
cases
into.
and shit. Yeah.
If you with this music shit and you all the way in, like,
great place.
that's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But if you know what I'm saying, wearing multiple hats and you got different agendas, then it may not be the place
A little
for
sketchy,
you.
a little sketchy out there.
I mean,
right
it's just like being here. Like, like it's all, it ain't where you from, it's about where you at. You gotta know, even me being back here, it's like you just gotta move a certain way, bro. It's hard, like, you can't avoid everything, but
you can avoid a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. So yeah, so Atlanta's still, because there's always that conversation that we're going to be the next Atlanta, and I don't.
But you got to think.
I kind of don't get that.
I don't get it neither. Why can't we just be
the Minnesota? Yeah, like, I don't get why do we have to be Atlanta? Like, let Atlanta be Atlanta. You know what I mean? Like, New York was never, Atlanta was never trying to be New York.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, New York was never trying to be LA. Like, they were all just. So I mean.
And don't get me wrong, like, the industry will come here. It'll come here.
Yeah.
Like it has before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's happening with people slowly, like, it's slowly picking up.
Yeah.
More and more people are getting light shined on them and more opportunities. But, with the power of social media, man, anything's possible too.
Absolutely.
Like, I left Minnesota to Atlanta for opportunity, more opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Because at that time, this was 2016, it wasn't really people that I knew out here that can give me the type of opportunities that I was getting in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? As far as what got me here now. But I'm definitely finna start coming back here more. And I mean, I do anyway. It's just when I do, I just be low key. Like, I don't tell people when I'm here.
I mean, a lot of guys that are in a similar position to you, where you are doing big things.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, bigger things on the horizon, but you're doing big things, bigger than a lot of artists around here. They don't come back here and sit down and do an interview with me. So I think just you being here matters. It's important.
For sure, man.
It's important for artists that, they venture off into the world to create a bigger and better life for themselves.
Yeah.
When they come back home, I think it's important to
Yeah.
come give a war report.
You gotta fuck with people that fuck with you.
Yeah, come
man.
give us the war report. Let us know what's going on out there.
Yeah.
Like, how are you creating these connections? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is your process? How are you right? You know what I mean? Like, I think it's important for someone like you to come back here and let us know.
Yeah.
Because you're the blueprint.
I mean, there's really no blueprint, bro.
Well,
I had to learn that.
You're right.
I had to learn that. There's no blueprint to this shit.
You're right.
There is no blueprint
you
to
took
this
the
shit.
glasses
dog.
off to say that shit.
You really, like,
You got to make your own way.
you just gotta figure this shit out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, leave the nest and go figure shit out.
Well, if you're not the blueprint, then how about the inspiration?
Yeah.
You are somebody that has gone
definitely
out
wanna
there
be
and
that.
made things happen, gotten in positions, gotten in rooms that a lot of these young artists around here shit, not even just young.
Yeah.
Old artists are still
Yeah.
trying to do.
Yeah, I
You
want
know
to
what I mean?
inspire artists and people who just love music the way I was inspired and influenced by music. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's therapy for me.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're out. I mean, you're doing what you should be doing. You're where you're, like you said, you're in a place where you could have never imagined.
Yeah, man.
And it's only going to get bigger. I really think you're going to win that Grammy. And when you do, please come back here and celebrate with us.
Oh, for sure.
For
I
real.
got you.
Like for real. I'm not joking when I say that.
Yeah, man.
Like
I
win that,
appreciate y'all having
get that trophy, and then you and Chris can come here.
me. Yeah. Possibly.
Nah, but for real, man, I think what you're doing is amazing. I think let's get another Grammy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Casey got one.
Yeah.
I mean, our producers here,
Oh, yeah, the producers.
they've been getting them.
Going crazy.
Been getting them. That's
Going crazy.
yeah, been getting them. I mean,
Yeah.
we have tons of artists, tons of producers from Minnesota.
Isn't Frankie Bash nominated?
Frankie
this year?
Bash is nominated. I
Shout out
believe
to him.
Cardo Got Wings is probably nominated multiple times with Drake, and
Fire.
I mean, Bobby Raps might be nominated again. I mean, all these guys are
Shout out to
producing. I
Bobby
mean,
Raps.
they're all doing major shit.
Yeah.
All these. I mean, Krishan is
Yeah.
Hitmaker's
scenes, though.
Krishan is Hitmaker's protege.
Yeah.
Like these guys are Minnesota's on. We're in the industry, like
Yeah.
you said. The spigot hasn't been opened all the way up yet,
Yeah.
but we're
We just gotta bridge that gap.
Yeah.
Man. Like it's gonna take a lot, but it's gonna happen.
yeah,
It's gonna happen.
yeah, man. Well, shit.
People- People gotta come together, man, and make this shit happen.
Agreed.
saying?
Agreed. And start learning and following the industry ways. To me that's a big one. Is I think that Minnesota does tend to be behind in what's happening in the industry.
Mhm.
I think we just need to catch up a little bit
Yeah.
and then stay caught
As a
up.
whole, yeah.
Yeah, and
For sure.
stop complaining when you see somebody doing something that is working.
Yeah.
Stop getting mad.
Because
Like
trust me, everybody who's doing something that they're mad at, those people that are up there are like fucking with each other.
exactly,
So it's like all you gotta do is just fuck with each other, bro.
exactly.
Like I don't know,
Yeah,
I don't get it. Like I've been going to shows out here since I've been out here. I just been like being in the audience,
just going
watching,
and checking shit out.
just going checking shit out, bro.
Yeah,
You know,
I
it's
mean,
humbling. Like it's humbling for real. And I
People-
look forward to hitting the stage pretty soon.
you got any shows coming up here?
Nah, I want to.
You heard it.
Yeah,
You heard it.
I want to.
How about December 16th? What are you doing December 16th?
I might have to push my flight back because I was supposed to leave on the 13th.
We got a slot for you on the 16th.
Where?
Gold Room.
Mm.
Not too many artists can say they performed at Gold Room.
Oh,
They don't really do performances, but we would love to have you.
that'd be dope, man. I would love to,
Let's set it up.
for sure.
Let's set it up. December 16th, Gold
Yeah,
Room.
let's celebrate.
You heard it here first. And he's just coming off the project release too.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Got to do it.
Yeah.
I put the pressure on him on the camera and on the mic.
Yeah, we
He
gotta
can't say
celebrate.
no.
We
He
gotta-
can't say no.
We gotta celebrate the Grammy and the
Yes.
yeah. and the
Yes,
project.
sir. Well, shit, man. So you got the project coming. Meet me upstairs.
Yeah.
You said December 15th.
Yes, sir.
Gold Room show December 16th.
Let's do it. Let's plug it in.
Oh,
Let's
man.
do it.
Grammy. Taking home a Grammy in February.
Let's manifest it, man.
Yeah, man. What else? Anything else?
I'm on a lot of projects that's coming up. Shout out to Vito. His project's dropping on the 2nd, December 2nd.
It's my birthday.
Yeah. Happy early birthday,
I
man.
appreciate it.
Yeah, him. I low key. I don't want to say too much, but it's a lot. I got a lot of stuff coming.
You got a lot?
Yeah.
Lot coming?
I got a lot of
Well,
stuff.
you might have to double back then.
Yeah.
You might have to double back
Yeah.
after that Grammy
I don't
win.
want to speak on it
get
until
it.
like it happens.
I feel you.
You know.
I get it.
Yeah.
I understand. Well, shit, man. I really appreciate your time. I'm glad we could
No,
finally do
thank you,
this
man.
5, 6, however many years
It's
later.
an honor being here, man.
We got it done, man. You got to where you got. I got to where I got. We met at the top.
Sure. Shout out to you, man.
I appreciate it. Shout out to
Doing
you.
it.
Keep
Doing
going,
this
man.
shit.
Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah.
Where can they find you at?
All platforms, anywhere you can find me. UPSTRZ upstairs. You know, check out my latest single, No Subliminals, fresh off my Meet Me Upstairs project. You know, look forward to seeing y'all soon, man.
Meet them upstairs.
Yeah.
That's it. Another episode of Live on Lake Street. I'm Jake Faircloth. Follow me everywhere at Jake Faircloth1.
Damn, boy. In high school, I let it blam. Put up on P&B right, that ain't even come out. You moving ounces, I just moved 100 things in a drought. You want the south side, outside the fence of your house. You talking all that, then when I come talk it out. If you ain't talking money, you talking about. I gives a
That was great.
Thank you, man.
How you feel about it?
I feel great. That shit genuine. That shit just came off. You know?
Yeah.
I hate when shit be playing like this shit was organic.